To Affiliate Nerd Out. I am your nerderator, Dustin House. Spreading that good word about affiliate marketing. You're going to find me every Tuesday and Thursday here at 12:15 Pacific time. So please put it on your calendar. Join me on LinkedIn. And my guest today, Matt Frary, over at Chief of Chaos, over at what company now? I don't even know. Thanks for joining me, Matt.
There's like 5 of them, but the most important thing is that we are in the great state of Colorado. These are my Coach Prime sunglasses.
Ooh.
So I am ready for you today, Dustin. I'm so excited. The future is so bright. In fact, in the immortal words of Deion Sanders, I would say, we coming.
Ooh.
So anyway, if you don't know what these are in the background, they are not bulls. They are buffaloes, Dustin. Buffaloes.
I didn't know your loyalty went so deep in the Colorado scene. That's pretty wild.
Oh yeah, dude. My blood runs gold, bro. blood runs gold.
Maybe the craziest transition of a football team I've ever seen with one person.
Yeah, I have to tell you, it is, this is tangential to affiliate marketing and marketing programs. It's all about the hype. Like, as affiliate managers, it's about hyping the program. Like, the greatest thing that happened to a sports program in history, I'm on record saying it, is Deion Sanders coming to Colorado. Did he win a bunch? He won some. He beat some good teams. He lost some, but he won overall. I mean, he had The Rock. He had coming and talking about us, showing up on campus. He had 4 primetime specials. He has, if you go on Amazon Prime, you can actually watch the special about the turnaround of Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
The guy generated more than $100 million this last season, sold out tickets through the year, and Colorado ain't never seen anything like that.
That is a fun story. And I don't know if he's in the affiliate game per se, but it's in that realm, definitely in the influencer space and generating all that content. And maybe he's the second affiliate behind Taylor Swift in 2023. But like as in up and comers. But I mean, Deion's been doing it for 30 years, been in this game. Like he was an original influencer affiliate in that kind of sense. So
he is, but think about it. This is so tangential, like I said, to what we're talking about today. Is it's about relationships. Deion Sanders was able to pull in, like I said, Kevin Hart, The Rock. He had Weezy rapping at the games and coming out of the, Lil Wayne coming out of the tunnel here in Boulder, like in Colorado. Nobody knows where Boulder, Colorado is, it seems. They do now. And, it's all about the relationships he leveraged, the partnerships that he generated. It's all part of it, man. It's about like delivering the hype. And now it's going to be a lot like affiliate marketing. It's going to now be delivering on the promise. So that's what the next couple of years are going to be, is like delivering on that promise.
Looking forward to it. It's an exciting program to go from nothing to top 25 and then just kind of hang out in there for a while.
We were in the top 20 for a minute.
Yeah.
For a minute.
Yeah, it was fun. Like watching ESPN lose their mind, like, oh, this isn't a real team. Like maybe this is a real team.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Awesome.
It was pretty cool to watch.
All right, well, let's get into it. We're going to be doing some live Q&A today, so please drop a question for me and Matt. If you would like to be in the hot seat where Matt is, please drop a line at dustinhouse.com/nerd and talk about any topic that you would like to discuss. I would love to hear it. Our question of the day: what is your favorite way to engage partners? Our topic today is going to be all about partnerships and engaging with affiliate partners. What's your favorite way to do that out there? We would love to know. But without further ado, Matt, who are you?
That's a great question. I've been asking that for 46 years now, and I'm not even sure that I've got that answer. But I'll tell you a little bit about some of the things I dabble in and what I do. If we start talking about who I was, I'd get all existential on you. But in the affiliate world and in partnerships and marketing, I basically, started in this world in 1999, got going with ebags.com. That was back when Be Free was around before CJ. So we were running eBags program. I then did a charity portal called kickstart.com where I was working with all the merchants and we were given 50% of what we were making back to your favorite charity. We were like the original Facebook pages where you could have a page for your organization, and then all the shopping and all the advertising and all that stuff would go back to your favorite charity. So early on in the late 90s, like 99, I was already forging partnerships with some of these. I went on to build, after getting my MBA from Thunderbird, I actually went on to go build a little CPA network that came out of nowhere called ROI Rocket. I built that one out of my apartment in Arizona and moved it to Colorado, and then it exploded over a lot of hustling. That was, back to answering the question, what's the best way to engage affiliates? You know how I grew ROI Rocket in every company I've ever had engaging affiliates? The telephone. The telephone.
Whoa.
Or
what is
right? Like I know.
Before cell phones?
We used to strap affiliate managers' hands to the telephone, and they couldn't eat lunch until they made 100 calls. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so we started ROI Rocket. I got out of that in 2010 and started this little agency called Smarter Chaos. Smarter Chaos had a series of really fortunate events. We were able to do the affiliate marketing for Dollar Shave Club, Manscaped, FabFitFun. We were on this subscription freaking wave for a while.
Whoa.
After that, I figured out that 75% of the purchasing power through all these programs was coming through females. So we started our own affiliate CPA network called She Is Media. So we became our own affiliate under our own agency. And then I also wanted to take control of sort of the coupon narrative across all the advertisers I was working with. So I ended up buying Deal Taker. And so Deal Taker, She Is Media, and Smarter Chaos all existed together. In 2020, we actually sold our companies and were acquired by Digital Media Solutions. We then rode the wave of the SPAC waves. I don't know if you remember that in 2020, but SPACs were special acquisition companies going public. And that's what we did. We went public on the New York Stock Exchange in 2020. So if you're asking me who I am now, I'm golfing a lot. I'm skiing a lot, trying to figure it out. But recently, I'm back in the game. I started a B2B agency called The Partner Agency, 100% dead focused on building B2B affiliate programs. That's all we do at The Partner Agency. And then,
outstanding.
And then I have another company called Chief of Chaos, and that is focused on helping companies grow and doing digital transformation.
That's a wild journey, man. And you had so many irons in the fire throughout that time, doing many other things as an entrepreneur. And the fact that you thought you could retire was hilarious. Once you go from doing all these things, there's no off switch that lasts very long, right?
I don't even know how, why would anybody do that? What is, I don't even think of retirement as retirement. This is too much fun, right? Even when COVID happened and I had just sold Smarter Chaos, I started a beer garden called The Backyard and a live music venue in Castle Rock, Colorado. So, I couldn't even sit around and play golf appropriately, the right way. I actually started a local bar.
Great time to start a restaurant during COVID.
I didn't say all my ideas were good ones.
Awesome. So tell us about Chief of Chaos. Give us a name origin story of Smarter Chaos and how that came about.
It's a total evolution, man. So I had just left ROI Rocket. I was sitting in a beach in Mexico, and I started to map out the industry. I actually drew at the time, my 2-year-old was playing in the waves, and I was like, oh my God, I'm having one of those moments. Told my wife, let me just go take a pen and pad and sketch for a while. Sketch this picture of the industry. And I was like, okay, sometimes you have a client and they've got a brand and they come to a network. No, they don't. They go directly to affiliates. No, they don't. They go to an agency. No, they don't. I was like, oh my God, this industry is freaking chaotic. Like there's so many ways you can enter into this industry. So I was like, there's got to be a smarter way we could do this. And voila, Smarter Chaos was one of the original OPMs or agencies. And so what we figured is, what if we could line up all of the networks in a neat order, have one central reporting system, and line up all the affiliate opportunities? What if I could geographically map all of the affiliates out there and just hit the easy button? And that's how Smarter Chaos was formed. Well, I hate the title of CEO. So I was running this thing. So I was like, well, I guess I'm the chief of chaos. So that was my title at the time. And then as I sort of formed some of, and we're going to talk about this, I think, in a second, but as I sort of formed some of these like ways to engage people called like the chaos method and some of that, I started to think like there's something to this. Like people really resonate when you log in to your computer as a marketer. You have hundreds of logins across Facebook and TikTok and Instagram and all the networks and all the tracking and all of it. What a freaking nightmare. It is so chaotic. So I figured there had to be a way to send in a chief of chaos to make things easier. The new iteration of Chief of Chaos is taking my personal brand where I was the Chief of Chaos. And now the new brand is, if you want to grow your company, we will go back, look on our bench of talent, and bring you in the next Chief of Chaos that can help you out. So that's the theory behind Chief of Chaos. Is it's not a fractional CMO, it's not a fractional Chief Growth Officer, it's not a fractional, COO. It's basically all of those things based on what you need.
Yeah. And I too also hate the title of CEO. If there's ever a title fill out form, I'm always putting either awesome or chief something silly.
Yeah.
Chief goofball, like
dude, the day we take ourselves seriously and I am the chief executive officer, like, yeah, no, I'm good.
That is not part of my brand. Doesn't seem like it's part of yours. But like, speaking of branding, chaos seems like an odd choice, but you were owning it. This is like who you are. Tell me about how you probably started a little bit more professional and like learned to develop to only work with people that accepted you who you are.
Yeah. I mean, early on, I'm thinking early 20s, I was buttoned up. I first worked in these agencies like Omnicom agencies. And I even worked at Mercedes-Benz corporate. The first day I showed up to Mercedes-Benz, I did not have a suit coat on. I just had a tie. Okay. They turned me around and sent me an hour back to Jersey City. I was working up in Montville, New Jersey, and made me go put a jacket on and told me if I violated their dress code again, I was basically not going to work there anymore. And at the time, I was launching the Smart Car into the US. So I was like, well, the Smart Car is a fun brand. Like, I don't have to wear a jacket to work. Well, apparently at Mercedes, you do have to wear a jacket, just FYI. But ever since then, I realized I don't think I'm manageable. I don't think I'm a very good employee. I think there's just too much going on in the head here to manage, and it feels very chaotic. So I figured instead of me trying to shoehorn into that corporate world, I was just going to have to get in where I fit in and try to work with people that could accept that there's some chaos that comes with it. I actually apologize to my employees when they work with me, my colleagues, when they work with me. I'm like, this is going to be a bit rough and it's going to be a bit chaotic. And I can't promise you that you're going to love me all the time, because I'm going to seem like I come out of nowhere sometimes and things might change on the fly. If you're okay with that, this is going to be really fun. But if you need like rigid, me on top of you and micromanaging you, I ain't him. Like, it's not happening. It's not happening.
Love that you are. Oh, look at us. 20.
Oh, no way, dude. Really?
I saw you drinking it earlier.
Sponsored by. It's the Healthy Bubbly drink for marketers.
Absolutely. Jim Nichols jumped into the chat and said the passion in this discussion is so infectious. Jim,
What's up,
thank
Jim?
you, sir. Looking forward to seeing you next week there, Jim, and you're going to be a future guest on this podcast here soon. So looking forward to that. Continuing on with this chaos, there's an acronym that you use for engaging affiliates. Tell us about that a little bit.
It's not COAS. That's what you have on the screen right now.
Yeah. No. I'm not an idiot that can't spell. It's not me. you're just
I'm sorry. Did I point that out? I'm sorry. It's another flaw. It's another flaw. So chaotic, dude. Chaos. Chaos in my world. We started to really dive into what was the secret DNA. The people that worked at Smarter Chaos and the people that now work at Chief of Chaos and the people that work at Partner Agency, they all have one thing in common. And we really needed to figure that out. Like I knew it when I met people that worked there and I knew how to hire for it, but it took us a little while to try to figure out what was it. And so there's an acronym that I like to think about. And when I'm reaching out to an affiliate for success, I think about when I get on the phone, I made the joke before we came on the air. I was like, imagine that, treating affiliates like they're humans, or affiliates treating advertisers like they're humans. Like, the thing is, people do business with other people that they like. Business is not just spreadsheets and numbers and incrementality and ROAS. Like, it's not that, right? It's actually doing meaningful things with people that we like. So the C stands for compassion. Having the compassion for the people on the other end of the line. If you jump on the phone with me and we don't have some sort of a conversation about, compassion, I can't stand people that say, this call is so expensive. Like, we need to get off in 5 minutes. We have to move on. Like, just give me the numbers. That's also not me. You have to have some compassion. People are going through things every single day. For instance, the client that I'm working with or the affiliate I'm working with might have $5 in their bank account. Don't know how to make the medical payments on their family's, insurance, right? They might have just found out that a loved one has cancer. They might have just gone through something, you don't know what they're going through. And so when we think about humans on the other end, we start to think about business is a series of human interactions. So if I can have compassion for what you're going through, you're struggling building a series of websites. You feel like you're just so close to monetizing these things. You just need that one thing that's going to send you over making millions of dollars. You've seen everybody do it at Affiliate Summit. Why isn't it that easy? If I could have compassion for the person on the other end of the phone and give them that moment in time that helps them in their life, guess what? You're going to do business with whoever it is. It doesn't matter if I'm called Chief of Chaos or, Idiot of Chaos. It doesn't matter what I am. We're always going to have that relationship and that compassion for each other. And we're going to do things with each other. I can go to Affiliate Summit when I go to Affiliate Summit. I know you're going to razz me about that later. When I go to Affiliate Summit, I can walk down the hall and I'll have people that say, 15 years ago, you literally told me this thing and I literally made millions of dollars with it. I'm like, really? Hey, by the way, my address to send that check is no.
Sure. Where's my
bro? Yeah, right. But the next thing is history. That's H in chaos. Having a history and remembering it. Coach Prime says he keeps receipts, right? I keep receipts. We should all keep receipts because we keep receipts of the good, the bad, the ugly, all that stuff. But as I have compassion for people, I also remember the history, the things we've done together, the incredible projects, like all of that. It's so funny how people will get on the phone and forget the last 20 years I might have worked with them on every new project. And I'm like, come on. We have a history here. The next thing is having ambition. And here's what I mean by that. I sometimes, and this is another thing I don't apologize for when I'm working with people, is I'm like, I have a massive ambition when I'm working with a partner. I don't think it's worth our time to say, hey, you might sell one or two things. Like, how can we make you one of the top 5 partners in our program? What would it take? Do you need to work on new websites, new techniques, new traffic, whatever it is? How can I help you have that ambition? And I've got to discover whether or not that affiliate has that ambition. And again, I'm keeping receipts in my head. Does this affiliate, have they, in the history I've worked with them, do they have the ambition to get, bigger and bigger and bigger and so on? So are we not going to waste each other's time? And then do we have a clear objective? If I do this with you, what does that mean for you? What does it mean for me? Do we have a clear goal every month with the affiliates and the partners that I'm working with? And do we hold each other accountable for that? And then do we share in the success? That's the S. Is there success related to this? Do we share in it? Do we celebrate it? Are we recognized for it? Are they recognized for it? And does everybody recognize success when they see it? So the S is success. So that's kind of just a little acronym. And it was an attempt. We used to put this next to people's phones and just say, like, start with compassion, start with the C, please. Like, if I hear you get on the phone and you just start, hammering on numbers, why haven't you sent me traffic? Why haven't you started the program yet? Why haven't you have a little compassion for what the other person's doing on the other side? So anyway, hopefully that colors in a little bit of my, methodology, if you will.
I loved everything about that. One thing that really sticks out there is the ambition part. That you can't teach that. You can't teach that drive, right? But what can you do? You can help your
bring it out
partners make their life so much easier and put things on a silver platter. If they're going to make a ton of money for your brand, like, that's a key opportunity of you to alleviate some of that time that is holding them back from promoting you.
Absolutely.
And that really comes up to one of your key philosophies, providing value first. Like, can you speak on what you do for those affiliate partners out there that you've worked with in the past, the ones that are making millions of dollars and coming up without their checks in their hands to hand you? What are you doing to help provide them value first as an affiliate manager?
Well, think about every business interaction you have with affiliates, with vendors, with investors, with just anything that you could think of. The problem with most meetings is people want to get what they want to get out of it. So a lot of times our interactions are quick, get to the point, like, this guy could make me a bunch of money, or, whatever that is. So I like to reverse things, is give value first. I like to, as I say, like, palms up, offer. Because when I offer things in the universe, I don't know, what God's people believe in or powers in the universe, but I believe when we offer value to the world first, I believe that it comes back to us tenfold, not because we expect it to, but because I believe that you're putting that good energy out, you're adding value. People remember that. And even if it's just that sort of universe's memory of you, the legacy that you leave. And I think of it as a legacy in every relationship that I'm having is, how are you going to remember me? Oh, if Matt calls me, I know it's a good offer. I know he's trying to make me money. I know he's trying to help me and in the business, and he's not even asking me for anything. I mean, what an incredible way to be received on the other end. If I come down the hallway and you're coming at me, you're going to avoid me if I'm asking, hey, where's my traffic? Hey, hey, why haven't you got my link up yet? I'm like, shoo, I got other things, Yeah. But if it's like, oh, here comes Matt, like, oh my God, he's coming with like apple pie.
More gifts.
It's incredible.
More gifts.
Yeah. More gifts.
I love that philosophy. One thing I've been implementing lately is with the programs I'm running, I have pretty decent domain authority on dustinhouse.com and another couple of websites. And now I'm just giving affiliates backlinks to their homepage.
Give it.
Yeah, I'm just giving
Yeah.
early, and before I even come to the conversation, I'm like, hey, I really love this article. Gave you a backlink over here from my site. Wondering if you'd be interested in this product that I'm working on. And now I have an upper hand as an affiliate manager because I have built myself as an affiliate and worked on SEO for all these years. But
Yeah.
like, is that kind of the same thing you're getting?
Yes.
So,
Yeah, that type of
okay.
thing. I mean, now let's apply it on the advertiser side as an agency. Instead of
Okay.
instead of putting into an AI system and hammering the crap out of them with an AI sales thing like I know affiliate, we should talk. I know affiliate, we should talk. Instead of doing that, what if you added actual value? You don't ask for anything and you contact these advertisers that you're a big fan of. We were just talking about this brand Vuori right here.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
if I go to Vuori and I don't ask anything? I'm just like, hey, I noticed you didn't have an affiliate program. Did you know that, a really healthy affiliate program could drive 20, 30% more sales to your program? How could I help you set that up? Do you want to do a 30-minute like session and I'll just like tell you? Or not even doing that, not even asking for the meeting, just going in and literally sending them an email and being like, hey, here's some resources. You should go sign up here. You should do these things. This could help your brand. Or let's say you come up with a really good brand idea. Like I've come up with really great videos in my mind. They were great for brands. And I'll just send it off through LinkedIn and be like, hey, I was thinking about your brand. Like, what if you guys did this? And they're like, wait, who is this guy?
I love that.
You know what I'm
Love
saying?
that.
Like,
That's
provide value.
provide value. Absolutely love that mentality. We've got Jim Nichols in the chat who dropped a big one on us, and he's loving that we're talking ambition, pondering the question. Love our opinions on it. Affiliate in the U.S. is $10 billion. I'm going to have to carry on because Jim's question is really long, but it's only $10 billion after 27 years. Why isn't it $100 billion when retail media is $80 billion in 4 years? What is holding affiliate back? I've got some thoughts on this. Do you want to answer that first, Matt?
I'd love to hear your thoughts and then I'll react. I'm going to play host for a second. Hold on. Here's my podcast mic. Okay. Let's go ahead, Dustin. What are your thoughts on why affiliate is not growing?
Yeah. Yes, indubitably. Yes. My thought is affiliate gets held back and is the last click attribution, and all the other channels are stealing attribution from the affiliate channel. We're going to go into like how you don't think affiliate is a channel, but I can't help but say that word.
You can't. No, everybody can't. We're going to learn that that's not really a thing, but keep going.
All right. So affiliate is on its own island. Nobody else at the company understands it, and everybody is going to steal from it and is mad that affiliate is getting credit for all these other things. And if anybody else touches that attribution, affiliates out the window. Right. So why is it not 100 billion? Is because everybody else is stealing from us.
Well, it's just because, in that world that you just painted, it's just whether or not you have a affiliate manager with a baseball bat inside the organization that can beat down all the haters that are in the organization. But, look, the old way of looking at this was, as you said, last click attribution. And based on that, that's already flawed, by the way. It's already flawed saying to judge, as you put it, a channel, as I would say, a media source. But to judge media and the effectiveness of media by the last click, we all know that. Do you know about the Stanley Cup craze right now? You don't know?
I don't follow hockey, yeah.
No, this isn't hockey. This is the 100-year-old Stanley refrigeration. They make like coolers and they make water jugs, water cups. Go look it up. It was on the Today Show last week. It's like hashtag Stanley Cup craze or Stanley Cup trend.
They're gonna get sued the shit out of by the NHL. Like, you can't do that.
Sorry, I threw you off. You said you were going to do it to me later. This basically made me go purchase a $50 water jug for my daughter because every every teenager on the planet has to have a Stanley Cup right now. And you have to pay $50 for this. It's sold out. Now, here's the thing. A lot of it took off through influencer and the hashtagging and the so on TikTok. And the thing is, if I was judging those influencers based off last click, and by the way, am I calling the influencer an influencer? Am I calling them an affiliate? Am I calling them paid media? Like, what am I calling them? Oh, that's right. They're not a channel. It's the way that I work with them. So The point here is last click attribution is only what it says it is. You're only judging what the person that clicked on the last thing is doing. What about all the stuff that happened before it? If we were judging the Stanley Cup craze that I just said, by the way, people were camping out overnight at Target for these Stanley Cups over Christmas. They were sold out everywhere. Everywhere. It was the pet rock of our generation. So if we had judged that and an affiliate had come in and, let's say it was Retail Me Not, had driven a last click and a coupon was applied at Target for the Stanley Cup, we would be assuming that Retail Me Not gets the credit. They drove it. We would not know anything about all the influencers that happened ahead of time. However, for people like me that don't shop without coupons, if I had gone further up the funnel and done first click or middle click or whatever, then we wouldn't have attributed it to Retail Me Not that pushed me over the edge to make the purchase because of a deep discount on a freaking $50 water jug that I want to purchase. My point is, it's freaking complicated. Last click is a hard way to judge. Going back to answering Jim's question, I think you're right. It's difficult to measure, so people don't. It's difficult to defend. People have a hard time doing it in an organization, and the stronger other marketing channels gang up on the affiliate channel and squash it.
Yep.
And then they're like, oh, you've got search affiliates. I could get search through my paid search. Oh, you've got influencers. Well, my influencer team handles that. Oh, you've got content. Oh, I have a whole content marketing division. What do we need affiliate for? That is why it's dangerous to call this a channel. It is not. This is a way to pay for media. And to Jim's point, when we stop calling affiliate a channel, I either pay on a click, I pay on a sale, I pay on an impression, I pay on a lead, I pay on all these different ways, and that's called performance marketing. And then I partner with media channels. You want me to get on a podcast? I can go do it in an affiliate basis. You want me to go get in a content blog? I can do it on an affiliate basis. I can also do it on a CPM. I can also do it on a per click. I can do it in any of those ways. So tell me again what makes it an affiliate? The way in which we pay the media. The media are channels. Search is a channel. Influencer is a channel. Content is a channel. Toolbars, God love them. That's a channel. Those are channels. Mobile, that's a channel. All of it has affiliate structure. All of it has affiliate structure.
All right. So maybe a better way to do it is like you're waving your magic wand, a CMO of a company, and you have their performance marketing bucketed in and have influencers and affiliates in there under that bucket. And maybe they don't get beaten down by the other bullies in the marketing department.
Well, the way we look at it at Chief of Chaos and Partner Agency is it's profitable for if a company knows what their lifetime value of a consumer is. That's a very key metric for me to know all the revenue on first sale and future sales in the next 12 months that I can make on that consumer. Let's say that my lifetime value of a consumer is $100. Okay, I'm going to make $100 this year per consumer on average. Great. If I get the consumer for $20 and I can sell and I can make 100, I make a profit. We call that an ATM machine. Put money in, get lots of money out, buy low, sell high. I've always looked at media as buy low, sell high. If I could buy the clicks low and it could get me a high LTV, low cost to acquire, high LTV, same thing with affiliate, same thing with lead gen. This just comes down to math. If I put a buck in, can I get positive return? The rest is overcomplicating it. I'm going to use the same type of videos, banners, content, brand story. Like I'm going to use all that across my affiliate program. And which, by the way, to me is just the way that we buy media. So if I have media buyers that understand this, my media buyers can buy in Facebook on a click just as easy as they can work with a social media influencer to get social traffic, but just pay them on a sale. It's just what's right for the brand at that moment in time. So I think of them as media buyers, media partners, and I think of it as buying on an affiliate basis.
Oh, well said. All right, Jim, really appreciate your question. And we're going to take a break here and talk about our sponsor of the day really quick, and that is We Can Track. So we're talking about tracking, but if you envision, this is an intuitive affiliate publisher solution seamlessly integrating affiliate conversion data, processing, attribution, integration in one robust platform. Love We Can Track and what it does, leveraging We Can Track's expertise. They empower affiliate publishers to focus on marketing, optimization, and automation, eliminating that manual process of reporting and the hassles in there. They've got over 350 affiliate networks, data sources aggregated into We Can Track, and with further integrations into Microsoft Ads, Google Analytics, Facebook, TikTok, they lead the digital affiliate landscape. So welcome to endless possibilities with the success. It's a reality with We Can Track. Go to dustinhouse.com/wecantrack and support my content habits out there. All right. And Matt, what you got thoughts on We Can Track?
I'm actually going to look up We Can Track and become more familiar with it. I'm very intrigued. I love brands that say exactly what they do, like the partner agency. We can partner.
We Can Track. Yeah,
We Can Track.
They get straight to the point, right?
That's right. That's right. So I'm not super familiar, but I'm sure it's incredible.
A great company, top of the line tool out there for affiliates to organize all of their campaigns if they're joined to tons of programs. So, and speaking of affiliates, your philosophy of providing value first, when you walk through this and like think about it in a realistic expectation, it's time consuming. How do you manage all that? How have you done this throughout the years?
Yeah. So from day one, when I started ROI Rocket, that was 2005. And when I started again, Smarter Chaos in 2010, I always said, act as though. And what I mean by act as though is from day one, when it's just me, we had 3 partners at Smarter Chaos, and we called ourselves 3 guys in the basement. But when we were 3 guys in the basement, and sometimes we called ourselves 3 sweaty guys in the basement, but when we were in the basement, I was always like, let's act as though. And here's what I meant. I would go get a license to Salesforce. And again, I would be questioned, you're 3 people. What do you need Salesforce for? Well, we're going to act as though we're going to be as big as we see ourselves in 5 years. Why? Because if we build the foundation now and we build the systems, we make them repeatable and scalable, then guess what? When we start to pile this work on top of those foundations, we can make it repeatable and scalable. So I love very neat and orderly systems. As much as I use the word chaos, if you came into our agency, and this is why I think we were acquired, why Smarter Chaos was acquired, was because everything was so ordered in our agency. So we use Basecamp for all communication. So everything we say, we task each other with, we task the client tasks us with, all in Basecamp. It's one single record of communication and tasks and work being done. And we can see it in real time as the work's getting ticked off. So we've got a delegation software. We have, we use HubSpot. So we track all inbound advertisers and requests for any of the work. So if it's B2B, it goes to this company. If it's, direct to consumer, it goes to that company. If it's AI, it goes to another company. And so on any inbounds, we've got HubSpot and some logic there, and then different types of accounts. If you're a media partner, influencer, media channel, affiliate, whatever, we have another set of accounts in HubSpot for you as well. And that's all, outlined in there. And we have we also create what we call deals. So we'll actually, every time we have a conversation with an affiliate agrees to run, let's say at the partner agency, they run my client remote.com. So business.com wants to run remote.com. That to me is an agreed on media placement. That's a deal. So that gets tracked at HubSpot. So I track every deal with every affiliate across everything. And I can't do all that by myself. I have incredible people. Some of the folks at partner agency, shout out to Chris and Jess and Augie and Aaron and Brandon and all of them. Jess and Chris actually were some of the original folks that got Pepper Jam rolling. So they have a deep knowledge of knowing how to scale something from when Pepper Jam was just an agency, and then it became a platform, and then it sold to eBay, and then it came private. Like they rode that ride. So building scalable, repeatable processes, document everything. So in the age of having ChatGPT and all this AI stuff, you could start to document. Originally, back in the day, we actually used an internal wiki. And so if you came in as an affiliate manager at Smarter Chaos, we actually had a knowledge base. And if you said, how do I set up a program at Impact? You could go into our wiki, and we had video tutorials, and we had articles we wrote internally. So we had all this proprietary process, like the best of the best were writing these on how-tos. So you could do that again. You could do that now with like AI and some of that kind of stuff. So again, to answer your question, good people. Okay. You're welcome, Jess. I saw that Jess just saw to my shout out. She says, thank you. But having the best people, the repeatable, scalable processes, and then getting the hell out of the way. Like letting good people do things on those. And if you have to insert yourself into everything, you cannot scale. So I may think that everything's better when I'm inserted into it, but I have to be able to let go of control and let the people do what they're best at. So quick story, what my father-in-law owns one of the largest horse hospitals in the world. And I asked him how he built that. And his answer was, well, I just hired the best vets in the world. Well, duh. Like we should be doing that in affiliate, right? Like hire the best surgeons, hire the best farrier, hire the best, podiatrist, hire the best, whatever that is. Hire the best, strive to be the best, build them scalable, repeatable solutions, and get the hell out of their way.
Smart. I'm hearing, build your SOPs, your processes, make it repeatable, use a CRM to document everything, and obviously follow that acronym of CHAOS for that success, right?
We have other systems. I mean, Camp's a standard go-to. Slack is another go-to. Sure. We've used for many years, we used Affluent as our reporting. It sounds like WeTrack is similar to what we used Affluent for back in the day to track all the pub side stuff. And then, of course, we have software like MediaRails and all the different networks that we've worked with and all that stuff. So we have our standard tech stack that we bring in, repeat it, set it up kind of the similar way. Yeah. Any templates that we've had for success, even when launching an affiliate program, the quickest way to go to market is go to the media channels you've had success with. Go to the affiliates that have driven you a ton of your traffic and build that. Going back to my acronym, you have a history with them. Build that relationship with them and rinse and repeat. Everybody loves the guy that comes back around and hands them a check. Like, be that guy.
Yeah. You mentioned MediaRails. I've got to let you know, like, I'm the new co-founder of a product called AffyStash that is doing something very similar. Your partner agency is going to be very interested in seeing what that is. But as we wrap up the show, I've taken enough of your time here, Matt. So I want to get to our Defend Your Post portion of this. And I thought it was super important. We want to slow down school shootings. We're open source to a threat detection AI. We made it for free. Other companies are charging up to $1 million per school, but we're doing this for free. It's open source. This seems like an incredible opportunity to be, giving back to the community. And it's something we absolutely need in our society here. And I'd love to hear more about what this is.
Yeah, if everybody will go to the URL www.digitalgood.ai. We
Okay.
just launched it today. It is around that post. I'm so happy you pulled up that post. I've had to defend social media posts, and this one's a pleasure to defend. So, yeah, so this is the basis. There's a company here in Denver started by the founder of eBags. If you heard my story podcast, I told you I started at eBags in my career. That's where I started. Founder of eBags is named John Nordmark. He was on that post that you just showed.
Okay.
John sold eBags and then started Iterate.ai. Iterate is one of the first low-code, well, it is the first low-code AI platform. It allows you to create AI-based apps super quickly. One of the things that they built commercially was a weapons detection system at Circle K, so that all the cameras in Circle K could detect if someone was coming in and robbing a gas station, for example. Wow. And so the computer vision is trained in over 20,000 weapons. And this was over COVID that this was developed. So the computer vision mixed with a device out of, it's a tech startup that has a device about this big, the size of a cell phone, that basically can see through clothing using LiDAR. It can basically detect using point cloud objects underneath your person as well as in a bag. It's the same stuff that you use at airports, but again, the device is this big. It can see 300 feet out away from it. So if you put the computer vision with this camera-based threat detection using AI, and you use this other device, you could detect weapons coming in from a parking lot before they get into the building. And then what we did is we partnered with a company that basically shuts schools down. It's basically in 80% of the schools, and it locks the school down and it alerts authorities. So we use their API, and then we put it all together. And then Iterate felt, and so did I. I started the company Digital Good, the URL that I just gave you. That is my giving back. We went through what it means to give first. I believe in this life, in business, we should give first. Digital Good is my way of giving back and using technology for good. If I could slow down school shootings and protect our children, we should not be charging huge sums of money for that. So what we did is we open sourced the code. You can go on digitalgood.com. I linked to, or digitalgood.ai.
Okay.
I linked to the GitHub where the code is sitting there for free. Any school could take that code and the instructions how to install it locally at their school, connect to their current cameras, and have a weapons detection system using AI for free. If you need help doing that, you could contact Digital Good, and we'll put you in touch with installers that you can pay that would come in and show you best practices. But it should not be expensive to protect our children. And that is what that post is all about. It is about saving the world from rampant shootings, and just at the end of the day, being a good person. The next iteration of this is stopping human trafficking, because the same technology that detects weapons can be deployed in airports, bus stations, and detect women that are being trafficked into human trafficking, children that are being trafficked. We already have this deployed in airports in Mexico, and we have the weapons detection deployed in schools in Colorado. We know it works.
That's amazing, Matt. So glad to hear that you're giving back in a great way. Love you making a difference there. Awesome. Really appreciate your time today and all the insights. Had some great snippets there today. For those of you out there that would me on affiliate nerd out, please go to Nerd and jump in. My computer is lagging dramatically. All right, we'll close out here. For those that are going to Affiliate Summit, unlike Matt, who decided he will not be going, please get on the Affiliate Summit app and schedule a time to hang out with me. I would love to meet new people. So please get out there and connect. My guest on Thursday is going to be Jacob Schnonberger over at Beehive, and we're going to talk about newsletters. And that's it. Thanks for joining me, Matt. Thanks for joining me, crowd. Jim Nichols, appreciate the questions. And we'll see you all out there. Take care.
Appreciate you guys.